Hi. How are you? My name is Cassendre Xavier, and today is Saturday, July 12th, 2014. I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I want to talk with you about my project called Chlorophyll. Right now this exists in my mind. It exists on a heavenly plane. And the reason I want to share it with you is because I started green juicing again recently. I've been high raw vegan since 2005. Not all raw, not all vegan, just a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, green smoothies and things like that. So I wanted to share this with you because I've been doing a lot of green juicing and feeling like amazingly healed by the plants, the living plants, and particularly greens, particularly collards. And it reminded me of a project I had in mind years ago. And what had happened was, and the reason I'm bringing it up now is because I've decided to post an online fundraising campaign for it. And all or nothing, if I get enough pledges by a certain deadline, then the project's a go. If I don't, then it's back in dreamland. So Chlorophyll was an idea that I had in 2007. I proposed it to two artists, Matt Davis, he does jazz guitar and composition, and I had met him through Monica McIntyre. He worked on her first album, Blue Solaz, and I really love his work, solo as well as his band, or his group, Matt Davis's aerial photograph. Yeah, which is really awesome. So, and I also proposed it to Toshi Makihara, who does percussion, sound, and performance media. So amazing, amazing artist. And so I found an email dated October 8th in 2007 where I pitched it to both of them. And the whole idea would be, well, let me get to it before I get cut off, because I might get cut off. Where the three of us it's a conceptual album, the three of us would create music, would not be at all my standard singing, songwriting, playing a guitar thing. A totally new foray, a different thing. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I have ideas, I have things in the works. Just because you don't see an album in a few years doesn't mean that I haven't been working on this. And in fact, this was 2007, I proposed this to them, and 2 years later, I released an album, Capable of Love, which is came out in 2009, which is the last album I released so far. So this is to let you know that I'm always working on things. I just don't always tell them to you. But thanks to crowdsourcing, you know, lots of things are possible now. So really quickly, and then I'll get into more detail. They both, it wasn't the right time for them. Matt was like a lot more, he was pretty excited about it, but I was kind of just looking for a yes or no, and I moved on. But he was about to start grad school, and he really liked the whole thing was that I said that there would be two things that would be required should they accept this mission. I said, one, they had to make a commitment to green smoothies for 90 days. They didn't have to be all raw or anything, just do a lot of green smoothie for 90 days straight. And two, they had to take a picture at the beginning of the process. And I don't like the whole before or after concept, but I like to call them during pictures. So those were the two things, and like I said, Matt was really excited about the idea. He had already started changing his diet and his lifestyle. And if you look at pictures of Matt in 2007 and look at him now, you can see that he really did some good work on that. And Toshi Makihara, he was working full-time and also doing his artwork, working outside of, you know what I mean? And so he was really, really, really busy. And at the time, I wasn't offering them money. I told them I would love to, and I came up with ideas of how we could fund it. But it just wasn't the time. So I went to Toshi's website yesterday just to see what he's been up to refresh my memory about those days, and I didn't find anything any newer than 2010. So I Googled him, and guess what? Toshi Makihara is a 2013 Pew Fellow. It thrills me that all these peers, all these people that I know are winning these huge grants for their artwork. So it's good. It's a good feeling. I'm very happy for them. So alrighty. So anyway, so that's it. Chlorophyll. I have, so I would love to talk with you more about it, and I think maybe I'll stop now or I'll keep going. I don't know. So chlorophyll, the idea is green juicing, green smoothies. When I'm eating these foods, when I'm doing the green juice, maybe I will make a second video. So Chlorophyll is a conceptual album that will be, if you choose to fund it, it either will exist sooner or it will happen sometime in the future, perhaps if it's meant to be. The musicians consuming liquid greens, experiencing that, falling in love with chlorophyll, photosynthesis, developing a spiritual relationship with the sun and the plants, and inspiring others to get healthier, and creating music based on that. So years ago I had several song titles in mind for it, and I'll share one. One of the song titles was Sangre Verde, which in Spanish means green blood, because green juice, when you look at it, it's the same deep color of green as blood is red. Same consistency, so nutritious. So to me it looked just like blood, only green. So and it made me want to study photosynthesis and the power of chlorophyll, and why are there, we're supposed to be consuming a lot of plants. That's why if you look outside, there's so much green around. It's really for us. And I also have been feeling like getting messages from the plants, and I got a message that we are here to help them fulfill their destiny. And when we don't eat them, when we don't consume them enough, they're not really fulfilling as